Hi, Ellie. I think it might be time to rake. Got up a little early this morning to get raking. It's gonna be a hot one. We got alfalfa laying on the ground. We're gonna try to rake that up, bale it before we start losing leaves. Gets too dry. There's kind of a heavy, not a heavy dew, but there's a dew out this morning. Humidity's like 85%. But I see the neighbor is raking just down the road already. I was thinking it'd be too wet, but there's like a trail of dust behind him, so I don't know what's going on. So we're just gonna run down there, and hopefully conditions are a little too wet, and then by the end of it, they'll be a little too dry. About all I can do about that. All right. I don't want to jinx this, but guys, it's looking like we might get a rain. So tomorrow's Tuesday. For the last few days, it said 40%, 50%, 60%. And you know, when it's going up, when it starts going down, even that first, if it was 100 and went down to 90, yeah, you might as well just be like, well, we ain't getting it. But it's been going up. It's hanging about 80% right now. Chance of rain for tomorrow. I think I'd give my good knee for that shot of rain. We need it so bad, and it couldn't come any timelier. Hi. That freaked me out. Door moves and something's running in. Come on, let's go. What are you doing? Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. You're a weird doggy. Yes, you were. Got a little drink. Gonna head down the road 2.5 miles. We'll get raking. Dad'll start baling. He's gonna start feeding here pretty quick. Sometimes that bottom stuff needs to dry out a little bit after I flip it. Unfortunately, this is probably gonna be the last piece we're gonna be haying for quite a while. You know, depending on if we get this rain and how much of it tomorrow, kind of help determine if we're gonna have a third cutting of alfalfa. The last 2 years we have gotten some second cutting grass. That ain't gonna happen this year. Guess Dad's going to check on the hay. Could be too wet. Maybe that's what he's thinking, but when I looked out the window, saw the neighbor raking and there was dust flying, that's what worried me. Wow. That's crazy. Yesterday when we tried it, it was dry, and now it's got quite a bit of moisture to it this morning. Looks like we didn't wait too long. That's got some moisture in it now.
Yeah. Got the humidity in it, so the leaves will stay when you rake it.
Yeah, I reckon.
Cool. Here you go.
You keep that one. Oh, I'm wrong. I need one of them.
What's that?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
You said, what? You're wrong?
You're a funny guy, huh?
Yeah, I'm a clown. Well, I did go to clown school.
With who?
Hank Baskets. We had a team, Buckets and Baskets. So here's what we're looking at, folks. When there's dew on it, the leaves don't really shake off. And if you let it get dry, they crumble and just turn back to dirt. We're raking it now. When it gets just a little bit drier, then we'll start baling it. That's all I got to say about that.
All right.
I'm gonna go feed Phil.
All right. I do think there's a little too much moisture, but then when you think about how it's gonna take me 2 hours to get down to that other side, and then, you know, it's gonna take Dad a little bit longer, you're like, well, get pretty dry by the time that happens. And you can see there's some really thin stuff in there. The sun's even getting to the ground. Not enough material there to form a nice windrow. A few days ago, Jeff was raking one of our bumpiest fields. He said he just got going and his water bottle fell out of the cup holder and the lid came off, and he didn't have water the rest of the hot day. That sucks. Look at this thing. It's a coyote. Ah, get out of here. We ain't got enough grass for you. Get out. Go. It's hard to break two things together when there's nothing there. Getting a little curious how this stuff's coming along. It's still pretty moist. I've been raking about an hour and a half, but I mean, I can roll in my fingers and this is not crumbling, I think Dad's gonna have to wait a bit. We'll get to the end, check out that first row that we raked, see what that's feeling like. It's pretty green. Oofta. That's too wet. That ain't gonna bale. Now I'm starting to feel like I started raking too early. I can still see a haze. That fog's still out here. The sun is getting up there, it's getting warm, but it's still too high of humidity out here. Hopefully this humidity and fog kind of stay around, because tonight when that storm, if that storm starts moving in, it really builds and feeds off of that humidity, moisture, energy in the air. We need something big. Our corn is really starting to hurt. We can drive by a field later. It's getting bad. As you know, we've moved cattle off pasture already. We're thinking about moving some others. And actually, my pasture, there's a disaster going on, and I don't even really want to talk about it. So, you know, previous videos I was asking for a 2-incher. I want that 3. We can handle 3 inches. I bet you 2 days later you wouldn't see a puddle. And I saw somebody posted on Twitter the other day. I'm not a big Twitter guy, so don't even look me up. It's not worth it. A neighbor was in his wheat field. He plucked a wheat plant, you know, it was about 1.5 feet tall, and he shoved the entire thing into a crack in the soil. That's a big bump. And I think he could have kept going, and then somebody commented, yeah, I shoved my whole arm down into the crack. Like, that's how dry it is. Giant cracks forming. It's going to be super disappointing, just crushing, if that system passes and we don't even get a drop, which has happened with the last few storms that we were supposedly supposed to get.
Looking for highs of 100 degrees this afternoon and maybe a tick or two more. Tuesday, a 70% chance of rain and maybe even a thunder boomer. Highs around 80. Light north on Tuesday, mostly cloudy and a slight chance of showers and lows around 57. Then Wednesday, a sunny day, highs only around 80. And
Talk dirty to me, weather boy. Talk dirty to me. That one's been hit a few times.
let's eat grandma.
I guess if that's what the cool kids are doing these days. Pretty thin stuff in through there. You can hardly see the stuff I raked up. You know, after we got that first cutting off, it probably got about 50 hundredths of rain on it. One of those rains was like 15 hundredths, which doesn't really even soak into the soil. So I'm kind of happy with it. You know, it looks bad, but it could have been a lot worse. Looks like the moisture is lifting a bit. What's it feel like?
A little bit tough yet.
Yeah, I mean, I could feel it in the air. It's
It's really humid today.
yeah. If it wouldn't be, we'd probably be baling sticks, you reckon?
Yep, starting off a little tough, but we got quite a bit of heat right now. It's not going to take long, we'll go the other way.
For some reason, that part of the movie where Tommy Boy goes, "Tommy want wingy," just popped in my head. Tommy want wingy. Yeah, because of the wings.
For the day, please let my air conditioner work all day. Thank you, amen. It gets pretty warm in there even with the air conditioner going. So I want a good day of air conditioning, please.
I'll do what I can. Hop two.
Well, I don't really need to hop to it because I felt the hay.
Okay.
But it is cooler in there than it is out here. Got a little sheen on the forehead.
Sheen.
When you've picked up bales in the past, have you ever seen where there'll be like a dead snake underneath the net wrap?
Yeah, I picked one up and there was a snake hanging out.
Yeah, we've seen some snakes do some crazy things over the years, like climb up a wood post, start climbing back down, get caught on the barbed wire. It's hanging over the post dead. It's flying away in the hands of a chicken hawk.
Oh yeah, that's the fun one.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me except for when it's a baby bunny, then I feel bad. Every once in a while they'll try to grab a full-grown rabbit, and it's like they're swinging as hard as they can, and they're about 1.5 feet off the ground. But those baby bunnies, they go for a flight.
That'd be a dang good meal.
Oh man,
Try a rabbit.
that's like ribeye for them.
Humid out there. I do think it's a little too wet. Later, it might be a little too dry. Okay, let's hope that that is not the last cutting we get this year. Hopefully we get a nice rain tomorrow and it'll grow this up and we'll get some more hay. We're done with that. We're done haying for a while. We'll take this thing home, get it unhooked. We're gonna do some box scraping. We're gonna do some baling. We're gonna get some drone video. Dad's gonna do some bale hauling. I'm gonna shut up. I'm talking a lot of words. Come on, man. Sorry, kids. Don't watch that. We're so close. Hey, come on. Son of a... Ah. Crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does. Hi. Learn something today. If something don't work, just ram it harder. It might get you somewhere. It's getting hot out there. So later we'll be in that pen, scraping it up, because later this week we should be, I think we're gonna be hauling manure, depending on how much rain we get, and if we get rain at all, and if I'm still crying that we got missed by another rain. So we'll see what happens. It needs scraped up, especially since we might be getting a shot of rain. It's probably the driest it's been in years. Come in here, see if we caught something. No, don't look like it. You know, we have cameras in our barn and around the farm, and we've been getting video of some raccoons coming in, drinking out of the drinker. I got a video of it. It's pretty poor quality, but here you can see a coon with its 3 babies moseying in, getting a drink. So now we got a trap setting in here. You might ask, well, they ain't doing nothing wrong. Well, if you see what they're doing in the white building out where we calve over there, they're tearing up foam and stuff, and they actually chewed through particle board. This stuff made a hole through it. Heifers are all under the east shade. I don't know, maybe the west one smells bad or something. Who knows? What's up? You're calling a little bit. Jet just starting to heat up a little bit. You can see we're 1 bar away from the red. Maybe you couldn't see that. Guys, get out of here. So just let that cool off a little bit. A little bit more fluff over there. Go around a couple more times. Start thinking about some lunch. Not that I haven't been thinking about it for the last 2 hours. Come on, fellas. That was the blinker. Getting hot. Be in the tractor. Well, how's that for a pile of crap, huh? Yes, sir. I was starting to fall off towards the end, so don't want to flip a tractor too bad. Looks quite a bit better, I'd say. Hey, Reedy, got some food in me? Looks like a bird pooped on my camera. We'll go take over for Dad so he can come home and eat. And then I think he's gonna start hauling bales after that. I kept saying it's 95 degrees outside already. It's 12:30. Yeah, that warmed up quick. Wonder if the leaves are starting to fall off on these alfalfa bales. See if they dried up. It's still a little humid out there, of course. Does not look like we have very many bales out here. I'll get the max AC pumping for Dad. Well, leaves falling off and getting in the way of where the door shuts, so door's not shutting very well.
It won't get any damper tonight, you know, with this heat, and there's a chance of thunderstorms tonight.
All right, I'll get going. Oh. At first I thought we were starting too early, but now our hay is definitely getting dry. Yeah, we're losing leaves. But like Dad said, later today it's not going to get more moist. There's not going to be any humidity or dew getting into the hay, and then we have a chance of rain. So this is the time we gotta get this done now. And so a little tip we got, some were kind of astonished that we're running the balers at such a high speed. We got that throttled back so there's less flipping going on in there, and then we're going a little bit faster, higher gear, lower RPM. Ugh. I'm just gonna not look back because we're losing leaves and it is ugly. This is about the biggest and best looking stuff is this one right here. That's left anyway. You just gotta keep shoving it up in there. You gotta drive faster. Otherwise, you dump that bale out, all that's left is sticks. The leaves fell off, they ground off, poor quality bale. When it comes to grass, you don't have to worry as much because those leaves don't break off as bad, but we ain't in grass, we're in alfalfa. Made it this whole pass and haven't even dumped a bale out yet. That's just horrible. Got a nice line of bales there. There we go, that's a decent windrow. Dad prayed for good AC, and it's working. It's doing a great job. We just got one round in this pass left. Alright, last pass. Make one more bale and then have like just a tickle of stuff left in there. Make a baby bale. The rest of that is not gonna make much of a bale. I guess we're wrapping. I think I counted about 37 or so bales. So that was about half a bale to the acre. I thought it was gonna be a little bit better than that. It's nice to get some more hay. Time to get out of here. So hopefully, man, I got leaves in my hair. Hopefully we're able to cut this here again in maybe a month if we get a decent rain. Otherwise, all we have left is one patch of grass that is surrounded by fences and corn. So we're gonna have to wait on that a while. But anyway, hoping haying's not done, but if it is, I hope you enjoyed haying. It's so hot in here. These tires are melting. Goodness gracious. Stepping in the cornfield. You know, some of it doesn't look too bad, and of course, obviously this area right here is just due to compaction, but you can really see it in these leaves, how curled they are. Pull some roots up. It's just dry. Look at that. Just, oh my Atlanta. That's just, bottom line is, you know what I'm gonna say, we need a rain. But look at that dark colored stuff to the west. It could be awesome. Could be legendary. Could make the year. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We did a lot of things. Looks like there's a critter that ate that one. I don't know what kind of critter. Maybe a deer. Well, we did some haying, raking, baling. Scraped up a lot. Feel like I did something else. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But thanks for watching. We'd like to see you next time. Have a good one.
Okay, it can rain now.
All thanks to God.